Okay, we are out of the pumpkin patch and into the first week of November. I'm going to be doing your astrology, your numerology, your tarot, all your good stuff. You know what to do, and we're going to go in order from Aries all the way through to Pisces, beginning of the year to the end of the year zodiacally, so you know where to step in. If anybody wants to do the timestamps down below, I would love that. I'm just getting used to all this stuff. So please do not forget to hit like, share, subscribe. Comments and utterances of discontent will be met with love and humor. This is for November 3rd through the 9th. You know this is your favorite place to get your health, wealth, love, and happiness all figured out. Let's not blame the stars. Let's use them to help us plan the best week possible. I will tell you, astrologically, a lot of shit is going on this week, like a lot. So we're going to get into it first with, if my hands would work, it's a little chilly in here today. So did everybody have a good Halloween? I hope you did. I did. I had a fabulous Halloween. So let's look at Aries. And I ran out of cards last time, so I'm going to do, I don't know why I ran out of cards, but it kind of makes sense if you do the math. So let's see. Money coming in, Aries. And you're holding your own. You're holding your own. There might be relationship changes at the end of the week. So it looks like things were not going your way. And then midweek, they really start to go your way. You may have relationship challenges toward the end of the week. I wouldn't freak out about it too much, though. It looks like everything's fine. And yes, you do come into your own. Something you've been waiting for, a job, a paycheck, a back pay, something like that is going to come in, and it's going to be really great. So let's see what the dice have to say. Yeah, Jupiter in Gemini in the 11th house. So this is friends, loved ones, people around you. Contacts can be business contacts. It is definitely people around you, but it is Jupiter and it is Gemini. Uranus is in Gemini for another few days. So literally until this week. So you're going to be taking advantage of all of that upturned energy. So everything looks really good for you that way. So it's going to be a money week for you, Aries. Woo! This is Aries and Aries rising. Don't forget, whenever I say a sign, it's going to be that and the rising. The sun and the rising. Vedic astrology uses the moon. Let's see what your theme is for the week. Rest and rejuvenation. 9 and 1, Alpha and Omega. It's something you started is finally going to be finished. Something you've been working on for a really long time is finally going to be finished. So I think you're going to get that job that you've been waiting for, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a really good week. So let's move on to Taurus. Again, this is for November 3rd through the 9th. Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so you are good at love, money. You're good at making money out of nowhere. You're good at charming people. You're good at your house. You always have beautiful houses. You function better in a beautiful setting. So yeah, literally money coming in earlier in the week, and then a relationship, a blossoming of a new relationship. This can be a partnership or this can be a love relationship. And toward the end of the week, I think you're just going to be relaxing. I don't see really much happening at the end of the week because you're going to have so much going on at the beginning. Let's see what your astrology is. And my puppy's in the background like gagging, just so you know. 3rd house in Jupiter with Aquarius. So what does that mean? I think there's going to either be some stuff going on with your siblings, or you could be having short trips. 3rd house is all about short trips. So if you get to take a short trip, and Aquarius is that in and out. It's actually a air sign. People think it's a water sign. It's not. It's an air sign, but it's like unexpected money, short trips, unexpected money, cousins, brothers, sisters, things like that. So again, I mean, looking good for you, Tar. So far, we got 2 out of 12. We're 1-6 down. Let's see what your numerology is for the week. Everything's upside down, all tied up. But you know what, Taurus, you probably like that. All tied up. I think you're going to be involved in something, but this does have a 2 and a 3, so it does have to do with you and your person. It does have to do with you and the world. But this comes to a 5 number. This very easily could be, especially since midweek we see this relationship, this could be some fun, sexy times. So Taurus, you got a really good week. I don't see anything bad. I'd lay low at the end of the week. That's about it. So let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini, our first air sign of the reading. November 3rd through the 9th. I have my little paper over here. Yeah, I have to remember. November 3rd through the 9th. Somebody comes back. Oh, somebody comes back hard. Ooh, Gemini, have you been waiting on somebody? I don't know if you kick them to the curb though. It looks like you're going to pick money over this person. Somebody comes back, and X comes back, and X texts you, and X calls you. Somebody wants to come back together. Look at these fall nails. Are they not gorgeous? Somebody wants to come back together. Somebody wants to do something with you, but I don't think you're having it. I think you're like too little, too late. It's not happening. Something like that. Something's going on like that. Let's see. Yeah, you have 10th house. 10th house is where you're more concerned with your money. You have 10th house in Taurus in the south node. You are all about you. You're not, this person comes back and you are very much too little, too late. I'm working on my money. I'm working on my business. I'm working on my finance. I'm working on my raise. Something like that. You're not into the fucking around. You are just not all about it this week, Gemini. Good for you. So if this person comes back and they try to sweet talk you, not the one. Not the one. Okay, let's see. Let's see what your numerology is for the week. These are all upside down. But the front one isn't. I don't know. We're going to have to just deal with this. Yeah, community. You're going to be having, I think you're going to have some unexpected money come in from an unexpected source. Maybe a friend recommends something to you, or you're doing something where you're helping other people. But this love relationship, you're just like, if an ex comes back, first of all, don't forget, you can get readings with me very specifically. I can tell you if an ex is going to come back. I can tell you what day, time, everything. Usually down to the day of when things are going to happen. I do have a timing reading that I can do for you, but that we do have to be on the phone. So if you want a private reading with me, go right down below, or there's a bunch of links down there. You can click on those. The best way to do it though is text me directly at 484-634-0435. New client, if I've never read for you before, you get a free 10-minute consultation. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to go over all this stuff, but I can tell you what I can do for you. I can tell you if you have a situation going on, you need spell work for, you need a product for, I can help you with that. So check those links out. I have, 4,000 5-star reviews on Etsy alone. So those are all real. Go and check out the readings and see what people say about those. I can give you accurate dates and timelines that things will actually happen, but we got to be on the phone for that. I have text message readings and I have phone readings. The phone readings are the ones where I can do your numerology and do all your stuff and look at when stuff is going to happen. So we're blasting right into Cancer. We're just going to blow right through this. Cancer, huh? Something is thwarted. I think your Monday is going to be pretty good. It's going to be stuff going on, a lot of stuff happening. And then we get into Tuesday and you're going to feel like either you stay home or something is thwarted. Do you know what I mean by that? Like something is like delayed. You have some delays. And then by Thursday, you're just like, I'm sick of being delayed, sick of the shit. I'm done. And by Friday, you start like kind of getting a little aggressive, which is not like you, Cancer. You start being like, we need to get this done. We need to get this project rolling. Like, I'm sick of this. Monday and Friday are probably going to be your best days. Tuesday, you're going to feel very thwarted. You're going to feel very like stuck. Yeah, 5th house I'm going to do this again. Jupiter keeps coming up. I don't know if these are weighted. I don't know what. Let me see here. Cancer in 10th house. Yeah, this is money. And then we still get Jupiter. Okay, but that's okay because we rolled twice. We tried. But yeah, so you're literally in your sign. So you are moving ahead. 10th house is at the very top. So in the circle, it's at the very top. So it is the most visible. It is when you're like out in the community doing the most. It is like being on stage. So if you need to get something done, especially when it involves money, you're going to have to push. Don't be afraid to push. I know it's not your nature, Cancer. I really know it isn't, but you're going to have to push. Okay. Let's see what your numerology is for the week for November 3rd through the 9th. Let's check this out. Upside down again. Yeah, blossoming abundance. What do we talk about? Money, money, money. Things coming in, beginning and end of the week. You're making it happen. You're bookending the week. You're making shit happen. Things are going to come in from an outside source because of that 3. So things are going to be good. I'm telling you, Wednesday, you're going to be, probably Tuesday. Tuesday, you're going to be frustrated. Wednesday, you're going to be like, that's it. I'm driving the ship. You're just going to take over. So let's see what is going on for Leo for November 3rd through the 9th. And then my sign's coming up next. I always get nervous. Leo, what is up for you? Other people's money. Okay. Are you getting rid of somebody? I think somebody's making you sad. I think somebody's making you sad. I think somebody, oh, okay. Okay, so I think somebody may have told you a lie or may have promised you something or may have led you on, something like that. Somebody was like, somebody made you not feel good about yourself. I'm going to put it that way. And Leo, you can't handle that because you are a Leo. You are a proud lion, lioness. Okay. This is for Leo, Leo rising. So this is definitely, you're going to feel not yourself. You're going to, so beginning of the week, I think somebody lies to you. I think somebody tells you an untruth or somebody maybe tries to pass something off as something it's not. This could be a relationship. This could be like, I'm promising you a relationship, but that's not what they actually are going to do. Then we get that Queen of Cups upside down. You're going to feel bad. We get the High Priestess upside down. You're going to feel bad. You're going to kind of blame yourself for it. But then by the end of the week, you get the Empress and you are just like, no F's given. You are back on your throne. You are feeling good. So if this is a weird week, yeah, Mars in the 7th house with Taurus, you are seeking stability in a partnership, but it's more fighting and agitation than it is stability. It's not feeling right. It's feeling almost like competition instead of stability in your house of partners. That's what that means. So Leo, just fight for yourself. Always put yourself first because that's all you got. I keep checking because I want to see if they're upright. I don't know why they keep being upside down. Let's see what your numerology is for the week, Leo. Let's get that going. Journey. Yeah, you're taking it's a 2. You're on this journey with this relationship. It's not over yet. I don't see it over, but you definitely have to pick yourself along the journey. You cannot let somebody push you around, or you cannot let somebody keep like lying to you or telling you things that like kind of like breadcrumbing, like kind of keeping you going, you know. Okay, so let's see about Virgo. I always get nervous because this is me, Virgo and Virgo rising. If you don't know your rising sign, you can go ahead and check that on just anywhere, like a cafe, Astro's, an Astro cafe, something like that. You just put in your birth date and time, and you have to know your time. That's the thing. That's why I can't do it for you. Birth date and time, and then it'll spit you out your sun, your moon, which is very important, and it'll say ascendant or ASC, and that is it's in your first house if you can read a chart, and that is very important also because that's how you come into things. That's how you walk into a room. That's how you come into things when you're born. That's how you start things. So your rising sign is very important. They're all important. They really are. Okay, let's see Virgo. Oh, thank God, Virgo. Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. So we have moon. Monday is going to be a little bit depressing, but like, you know, when isn't it? it's the moon day. It's the Monday. And then happiness comes in on Tuesday. Money comes in on Wednesday. Like chilling out and being calm and being relaxed comes in more toward the weekend, which is good. We do have that full moon on the Thursday, Friday. So something to think about. It might be a time to just chill out and relax. Okay, what does this have to do with? 5th house in Gemini. So yeah, this is going to be all about pleasure. 5th house is games, it's sex, it's children, it's creativity, it's abundance, it's all that good stuff. So 5th house in Sun means there's going to be a lot of creativity. Could be a lot of sex, which is fantastic. Could be playing games, but not head games, not mind games that like, you know, terrible people play with you, but good things. And then we have this in Gemini. So there is like the duality to it. There is the stop, go, push, pull that could be going on. But overall, this is good. This is really good. So this is from that 5th house, which is like partners that aren't married yet. So let's say you're not married or in a super commitment. There can be some really good things. So it looks like beginning of the week, first day sucks, Tuesday, Wednesday, very good days, Thursday, relaxing. And then Friday, you kind of turn off. I should say we turn off. We turn off on Friday. So it's gonna be very, very, very chill. Weekend is gonna be very calm. Let's see what the week is. Envy. Ooh, somebody's gonna be envious of us. When do we love that? Because we're so perfect. Envy. Ooh, there's gonna be some kind of might be gossip. Oh, so much stuff going on. Yeah, definitely watch out for the evil eye. What do they call it? The multideco? Molacchio? I forget how to say it. Write it down below if you know what I'm talking about. Also, please don't forget, if you want me to do exact timings, I'm going to move on to Libra. If you want me to do exact timings for you, if you just hopped into the video, go down below and you can click on one of those links. Or the best way to do it is to get a hold of me directly at my phone number. Text me 484-634-0435. If we do a phone, I'll just send you a link and we can do a phone reading and I can tell you exact dates and times that stuff is going to happen for you specifically, not just all Libras, which is where we're at now for November 3rd through the 9th. Okay, let's see. Beginning of the week. You're spending a lot of money. 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 And then it comes back to you toward the end of the week. I think your weekend's going to be really good. This week is going to be a lot of up and down for you, Libra. It's going to be like you're going to be feeling on top of the world. And then you're going to be feeling like, what the heck just happened? You're going to be feeling good. And then what the heck just happened? Yeah, sixth house, which is really has to do with health, can do with career. But career is more of 10th house. Sixth house is more like acts of service toward others. So I think you're going to be very busy at work. Try not to be very stressed out. Try not to have like too many headaches. How do you not have a headache? But like, try to just kind of like manage yourself as best you can. You do have Capricorn here, which means there is going to be some structure imposed upon you, which you don't really you can't deal with. You're like, no, thank you. But Mercury here means that things are going to move very quickly. So if you're in a bad situation, it's going to be over very quickly, just so you know. But if you're in a good situation, it's going to be over very quickly. A lot of up and down for you this week, Libra. A lot of up and down. I don't see anything particularly with love or with money. It may just be tying up loose ends, because I do see like this is kind of a down day. This is a spending day. This is like a why are people the way they are day. This is the things are not working out for me. This is all the things are working out for me. So you're gonna be doing the roller coaster all week. But just know whatever it is, as soon as it comes in, it's gonna pass. So let's check your numerology for the week. Let's see what's going on for that. Hey, it's right side up. Caring connections. Yeah, so that's fantastic. So yeah, hang on to those friendships. Hang on to the people that really love and care about you. You do have a 5 here, so you do have a chance for a romantic encounter. So that could be very good. But again, I wouldn't put too much stock into it this week, just because we're about to go into Mercury retrograde. You don't want to do relationships in Mercury retrograde. That's always bad. But you don't want to start relationships in Mercury retrograde. But I do think that you're going to have some good friendships. You're going to have some people around you that love and support you. Let's go into Scorpio and Scorpio rising. Spending a lot of money. You're confused. You're avoiding fights. You're not your best week, Scorpio. Not your best week. I'm sorry. And it is Scorpio season. So how fucked up is that? So this is you're very confused at the beginning of the week. You spend a lot of money, then you go back into like almost feeling like detached or unemotional. If somebody tries to fight with you or somebody tries to give an issue to you, you're going to feel like, I don't even need to deal with this right now. So if you have a work colleague that's bugging you or being mean, just ignore them. Just ignore them. And then at the end of the week, you feel pretty drained. You feel like you've given all that you can. Not Scorpio, not your best week, but that's okay. We all have off weeks. Let's see what the astrology says for you. Okay. Yeah. 5th house. Okay. So this is work. And then we have this in Aries, and we have this with a little bit of Neptune. And there's a Saturn Neptune thing going on right now that's like messing everybody up. So this is play. This is partner, like unmarried partner. So if you're not like, you could be boyfriend, girlfriend, you could be boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, but it's like, it's almost like just like you're not having that major of a commitment. You're going to feel like you want to push ahead. But that Neptune is saying like, you're kind of in the clouds right now. Like your head is a little bit foggy. That's literally what this card is right here. It's indecision. So this is indecision. This is indecision. So you're kind of in a foggy place. I would not make any major choices this week, especially about love. Don't make any major choices this week. It could be all different by next week. Okay, good or bad. So let's see what your numerology is for the 3rd through the 9th. Not upside down. The sun. Yeah, this is all about you. I would exactly what this chick is doing here. I would rest, rejuvenate, connect with yourself. I would not worry about your partner. I would not worry about coworkers. If anybody tries to start beef with you, just like laugh. Tell them MomaDelia sent you. You know, it'd just be like, Mama D said I could just laugh at you. So I would just reconnect with self, even decorate, even do a beauty treatment, something like that. Get a haircut, buy some new shoes. Just don't deal with anybody this week, especially haters. It's going to be a weird week. It's not going to be bad. It's just going to be weird. Let's roll right into Sagittarius. We are 2/3 of the way done. Sagittarius. Oh, shocking. Sagittarius is on the move. Sagittarius is traveling. Shocker, shocker, shocker. Let's see what's going on with you this week. You have a lot of, middle of the week. So you might be going on a trip, or it could be a spiritual journey, could be a physical journey. Midweek is going to be tough. You got all sorts. You got 4 of Swords, which is like telling you to rest. But then you got 10 of Swords, which is like you're going to be upset. But then you have Five of Swords, which means something that was bothering you, and this could have been somebody that lied to you. This could have been somebody that was telling you an untruth, or somebody that was trying to get at you, maybe attack your personal character. That gets resolved. So middle of the week is going to be a lot of fighting. You're going to fight your health. You're going to fight your heart. You're going to fight your friend. But I'm not saying fighting like literally fighting. You're probably going to feel angsty. You're going to feel like something's not right. But at the end of the week, I really see you spending a lot of money and having fun with that. And Sagittarius, you are ruled by Jupiter. So you are all about the fun, the wine, the partying, all that good stuff. So spending money toward the end of the week is going to be your salvation. And you have Scorpio. You have Scorpio in the 9th house with K2, which is South Node. So what does all this say? This is all saying it's very carnal. It's very like in your flesh. It's very so 9th house can be contracts. It can be other people's money. It can be things unseen, things that are we have to deal with no matter what. Okay, let's check. Is this it? Sometimes I gotta use my words. If you get this set, which is available in my store, you get this little cheat sheet too. Let me see what they say at 9th house. Yeah, philosophy, religion, journeys, things like that. It would be longer journeys, just so you know, it would be bigger journeys, and that could be a bigger journey of self, or that could be a longer trip. But it does have to do with things that are like in your head, like that paper said, like inspiration, religion, things like that. It could be in the more esoteric nature, but that Scorpio, because we are in Scorpio season, is pushing it ahead. It's push, 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 and it can mean that these fights happen, these midweek fights happen. Keto is telling you, get in your body, get out of your head. It's going to be very body oriented. You could even possibly have a little bit of illness this week, but it would be in your body. It would be like a sore joint or something like that, like sore joints, maybe a tummy issue. Okay, let's see what your numerology is for the week. Just so you know, end of the week, you're spending money like crazy, so you're having a lot of fun. Yeah, what do we have? Brendan Fraser holding a coin. Man holding a coin. And we have the 4 and the 3, which is the 7, which is everything comes together. The week is going to be weird, but your Friday is going to be fantastic. Your weekend is going to be fantastic. Let me put it that way. You're going to have very, very, very good end of the week. So kind of hold it together. Try not to fight with anybody. Take care of your body as much as you can, okay? And if there's a travel or trip or journey, take it. You're a Sagittarius. You feel alive on journeys. Let's see what Capricorn has to say for November 3rd through the 9th. Oh, Capricorn, you coming up as the Justice and the Pope, you little freaking know-it-all. Of course you are. Okay, work. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough in the microphone. I'm so sorry. Just kind of came out. Okay. Yeah, you are. It's all about work. It's all about work this week. I know, shock Capricorn. You're like, work some more, and then work a little bit more. Work, make things work, make work happen. Work is working. Okay. Then you're going to get rewarded probably for your knowledge or your insight. Is that not like music to your ears, Capricorn? You are going to have a very good time, and you are going to, toward the end of the week, there's going to be, again, spending money. Don't forget, some of these themes are universal because the outer planets, the bigger planets, like past Saturn, those affect all of us. So if they're having a transit, everybody on the planet's going to be having that transit. The inner planets, the one closer to the sun, those affect us more on a personal level. So there has to be something going on with Jupiter because everybody's having a spending money. Jupiter's the planet of money. Everybody's having a spending money toward the end of the week. Okay. And Jupiter is going into Taurus, which would make more sense. Jupiter is currently in Gemini where it is in detriment. It's not really, it's okay in Gemini. There's nothing wrong with it. But Jupiter in Taurus means Jupiter is going into Venus. That's good. That's like money, love, all that good stuff. You also want to be alone at the end of the week. So if you are in a relationship, kind of let them know you want to keep to yourself and do your own shit. Saturn in Cancer in the 4th house. Yeah, you're going to be very grounded this week. And Saturn is your ruling planet anyway, so you're going to feel at home. These two together means you're going to be feeling at home. You're going to feel your Capricorn best. But, and here's the big but. It's a big old Kim Kardashian but. It is saying there is going to be some emotional stuff you have to deal with. Capricorn, I know. You're like, why? Why do I got to deal with emotional stuff? You just do. So deal with it in your Capricorn way, and don't cry because you'll rust. Okay. But then move on. But there is going to be some emotional stuff that does come up. Just live with it. It's okay. Yeah. Broken heart. I don't see a relationship breakup here. I don't see a breakup. Like even this, I don't necessarily see a breakup, but I do see like somebody's going to disappoint you. But it's like you're like, I don't want to say you're used to disappointment, but even when somebody disappoints you, you're like, yeah, whatever. Okay, getting back to work. So that may happen this week. And it could be that you're feeling a little lonely, a little by yourself. But don't worry, it's going to be a fabulous month. And we got Thanksgiving coming up. Okay, so let's check on what do we got next? We got Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. Now, if you want these, I'm telling you, I do the best readings. Everybody down below, comment. If you've had a reading with me, holy crap, it is, I can tell you all of your dates, times, everything that's going to happen. So like, I can tell you, sometimes it's windows of time. Sometimes I can say in the next like 3 months, this is going to happen. And because it could happen anytime that 3 months, sometimes I will tell you day by day what is going to happen. So, but I need you on the phone to do that because I need your birth date, I need your astrology, I need all that stuff. And we'll go through a reading just like this where I do your tarot, your astrology, and your numerology all together. So Aquarius, things are actually going really good. Beginning of the week, you're going to be very pushy and you're going to feel not loved. You're going to feel like drained, like shit is not going off, like you're going to feel like meh, 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 meh. Now we get to the middle of the week and you're going to be on top of the moon. You're going to think like everything is going your way. You're going to feel really, really, really good. You're also going to, you might have a new relationship coming in, Aquarius. Your heart is healed from trauma and badness. Yeah, we have 12th house in Aries, a wicked fast ending to something that has been bothering you. There has been something big that has been weighing on your mind, and it is going to rapidly come to a close this week. And it's going to be something very personal to you. Very, very, very personal, like about your identity. So if you've been waiting on a contract to end, if you've been waiting on a lease to end, if you have been waiting on a bad relationship to end, it is going to all come in at once. So there's something you've been waiting for. It's like a gift. It's a gift from the universe this week. Yeah, indecision. Try to stay away from indecision. Try to just be happy, Aquarius. Try to just be happy. You may feel torn because you have this like, you have this in the beginning of the week where there's like this like broken heart and this like this stuff going on with your love life, and then at the end of the week it's like everything's fine. So you're going to feel a little flip-floppy this week. Just try to ride it out as best you can, not get in your head. So let's see what's going on for our very last sign, Pisces. Hey, if anybody wants to do the timestamps down below, oh my god, I would love you. You'll get a star in heaven if you do that. Okay, so let's see here. This is for Pisces, our last person in the zodiacal year. Okay, you might shoot your mouth off in the beginning of the week. It would be better if you didn't. It'd be better if you didn't. Literally, you need to have judgment. You need to be chill. You need to be calm. Because if you're not, I do see by the middle of the week that could come back to bite you. So watch your tongue, Pisces. You're not typically a fly off the handle type person. Now, toward the end of the week, love life heats up. It gets warm. It gets steamy. It gets good. I think it matures. This is like an immature love card. So I think it's going to continue on a mature path. If you have been waiting for a specific person, if you've been waiting for things to come in, Pisces, this is definitely going to be the time that happens. So let's see November. Let me do this again because that rolled. November 3rd through the 9th for Pisces. Let's do your astrology. There we go. Yeah, 12th house. Okay. And we have it in Pisces of all things. Like for real, for real, for real. So yeah, you're and it's Mars. So you're going to push something. You're going to push something here and it's going to change the rest of the week. So don't be afraid to be pushy about things, especially if it's like love, especially if somebody's not loving you the way you want. Or let's say you got a crush on somebody. Go ahead and tell them what's going on. Go ahead and be like, hey, I need you. Hey, like let's make this work. Let's get this together. Okay. So here is your numerology for the week. And then I'll give my final thoughts, my final play. Goddess of the moon. I mean, seriously, Pisces, totes. Pisces is a very feminine sign. If you are a male Pisces, that doesn't mean you're feminine. It's just Aries is male, Taurus is female, Gemini is male, Cancer is it does that. All these things are mapped out. They're all planned out for us way before in the heavens. So being goddess of the moon is definitely what's going on. And don't forget, we have the full moon this week. So that's why I think love life is going to heat up for you toward the end of the week. It's going to be very good. I would make your intentions toward the moon. Don't be afraid to be a little spicy in the beginning of the week. I think that will only work out for you. Please don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will have this every single week. All 12 signs go over what your week is going to look like. Plus. If you want to get, I shouldn't say if, you need to get, if you need to know a specific date, a specific person, a specific situation, seriously, go check out. I have a billion reviews. I'm not even joking, but right down below is my phone number, 484-634-0435 in the United States. Go ahead and text me. New clients get a 10-minute free consultation, and I will be able to, we can do a 15, a 30, or a 60-minute phone call. I do have text message, but text message is going to be more like this because I don't have you to interact with. But if you do a phone call, it's going to be talking to me just like this, and you're going to write down everything I say because it's going to come fast and furious. Dates, times, everything. Check that out. Go over and like everything. Make sure you're subscribed so you get this every week, and I'll talk to you soon.